I mean, a season is like a game. That's why you play a full 60 minutes. That's why you play a full 16-game schedule.
And that's why you play 4 quarters.
So Cunningham back on. Here's the scoring summary, and for a while there wasn't any. Tony got tackled by Carl Wilson in the end zone for a safety, and that was 2-0 Phoenix. And then Del Greco added a 41-yard field goal, and Phoenix led 5-0. That was the halftime score. And all of that scoring, that abundance of 7 points, came in the second quarter. Then in the third quarter, we talked about what Buddy Ryan might be saying to his troops, and certainly he must have said something, and they got the message even if he didn't. They came out with 2 drives, and Carter with the TD receptions from Cunningham, 1 of 3 and 1 of 40 yards, and Philadelphia turned it around to lead 14-5. Then Zendejas here in the fourth quarter, after missing a 41-yarder, made a 42-yard field goal to make it 17-5 Philadelphia. 2:13 to go in the game. Not really a stellar day for Randall Cunningham, but certainly a much stronger second half. Higgs again, and he can't get away. Good play by Tim McDonald, the strong safety who was up quickly.
You know, the way those 2 safeties play for the Phoenix Cardinals, they're very aggressive, and I was surprised they didn't get more passes up on top of the safeties during the course of this game from play action.
2-minute warning. We'll be right back with Philadelphia in control.
As Halloween approached, the Phantom of the Fridge struck again. My secretary Susie was waiting. Waiting.
The Phantom stole the beer.
Coors Light?
Not now, thanks. I'm driving.
Any clues?
Aisle 4.
A high-heeled shoe, a black cape, the Phantom? Fetcher!
Enter the Coors Light $100,000 Phantom of the Fridge sweepstakes. Look for clues at this Halloween display and get your Coors Light before the Phantom does.
There's a motor oil that talks about quality. Always has, always will. Well, Valvoline makes the highest quality motor oil recommended by any automobile manufacturer. Oh yeah, unlike the competition, Valvoline now has a $2 check that works just like cash when you buy 6 quarts or more of Valvoline or get an oil change using Valvoline. Look for your Valvoline check in magazines or your mailbox. People who know, use Valvoline.
Which compact passenger van helps you stop best on the slippery curves you drive on? Chevy Astro or Ford Aerostar? Chevy's standard 4-wheel anti-lock brakes help you make controlled stops. Ford doesn't offer 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. And look what can happen if the front wheels skid during braking. So stop and think. Chevy Astro gives you the technology of 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. Nobody's winning like the heartbeat of America.
Today's truck is Chevrolet.
Somewhere in between that hulking mass of beef is Randall Cunningham, who today completed 16 of 29 passes, 193 yards. The 2 third-quarter touchdown passes that are the difference in the game for Philadelphia. He did throw 3 interceptions. There have been a ton of turnovers in this game. 2 minutes to go, and Cunningham to throw. And throwing long, flag on the play. The pass intended for Henry Williams and Carl Carter, and Williams were battling inside the 5. A reminder, 60 minutes follows the game here on CBS, except on the West Coast.
Pass interference, number 41 defense, first down.
You know, the question now arises, why would you throw the ball deep and try to get another touchdown when you got the game won? Very simply, you know, those players, they're only concerned about doing their job and doing what they have to do and get as many points on the scoreboard as they possibly can. They're not going to let up, regardless of what the score is, and that was the reason for throwing that deep pass.
Well, Buddy Ryan and Tom Landry had a little feud going when Landry was coaching the Cowboys over the running up or the perceived running up of the score. That is what amounts to a 40-yard penalty as it's 1st and goal on the 3-yard line for Philadelphia.
Now they're not going to score. They're going to lay an egg.
Yeah, Cunningham just lays down as the clock runs with 1:48 left to play.
And that's Buddy Ryan right there. He doesn't want to make it look like he's pouring it on his friend, Gene Stallings. So in this particular case, I'm sure that they won't try to score.
Seems kind of ironic, though, that they go and throw the long
Right.
pass. They'll take that if they can get it. But now that they're down there, Buddy pulls in his horns.
Yep. But Buddy didn't call the play, so that makes a difference, too.
Well, they're going to run all the 30-second clock they can. The game clock showing now 1:15 to go. 30-second clock down to 7. And Cunningham again will go to one knee. 1 minute exactly left to play in the game. Now the Eagles and the Cardinals will turn their attention to the weeks ahead, and with much different things on their minds, Hank. Some way the Cardinals have got to get some people healthy. They're not going to have anybody left to play. And again, Cunningham to one knee, and that should do it. As usual, Randall Cunningham, the offensive story for Philadelphia, with 265 of their 355 total yards in this game. Cunningham with 193 passing and 72 rushing, and the 2 third-quarter touchdown passes that brought Philadelphia back to win the game. The final 17-5.
I want to mention Buddy.
Of ABC Sports.
The Los Angeles Rams have won every game they've played this year, and each week has been a different character in the starring role. The season opener, Jim Everett showcased the skills that have established him as one of the NFL's top quarterbacks. The Rams beat Atlanta to go 1-0. Week 2, Indianapolis, the return to Los Angeles of former Ram Eric Dickerson. But it was Henry Ellard's day. Ellard and Everett connected on 3 touchdown passes. They beat the Colts 2-0. When the Packers came to town, it was Greg Bell who broke a 45-yard touchdown run as the Rams hung on to win 41-38. Rams still undefeated. Then San Francisco. The Rams defense held Roger Craig to only 67 yards and kept the 49ers out of the end zone all day. Mike Lansford kicked the winning points with 2 seconds left as the Rams won their 4th in a row. The Falcons again last week. Linebacker Kevin Green racked up 2 more sacks. He's got 6 now in the year. And the Rams go to 5-0 and are the only undefeated team in the NFL. Tonight, the perfect record goes on the line in Buffalo. A wild, sellout crowd as the Buffalo Bills and their talented defense attempt to stop the unbeaten Los Angeles Rams. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Football's coming on tonight. Are you ready for the football? Monday night party. Hey, this is Rocket Randolph Hank, ready to get the good time started. You gotta hit 'em, gotta dock 'em, get the play call right. All my rowdy friends are here for Monday night. Everybody's hey, this is the biggest party. Hey, Frank and Al and Dan, they really got it started. Week after week, it's the time that is right. All my rowdy friends are here on Monday night. Right.
ABC's Monday Night Football. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. Brought to you by Nissan, built for the human race. By Budweiser, Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. And by the good time, great taste of McDonald's.
Welcome to Buffalo, New York, Rich Stadium. It's sold out as usual. A wild crowd.